Welcome to the Fun Astrology Podcast. It's Thursday, September 21st. Thomas Miller, thank you so much for coming back. We go talking about celebrities and y'all come back today. Well, that's good. That's good. I appreciate it. Thank you for letting me pitch that out yesterday of what would you like to have us do on this. And we're going to do some videos. Not so much here. We'll reference when we talk about when we put a video up. But here we'll keep it pretty much to what we do. We've got our plate full there. And when we find a good story, it's good to see the chart anyway. But I've been looking for a way to expand the videos, and I think we kind of stumbled onto it. So thank you for your help on that. I really appreciate it. Okay, we have had an aspect already. The Sun has trined retrograde Pluto. That exact aspect was at 1:20 this morning Eastern Time. As we said on our way out the door yesterday, the theme is transformation, and that's what we were talking about yesterday. And it's funny how everybody filters this through, obviously, our own experiences. One person left a voice message saying that she had experienced some sexual aggression that she didn't want in what I guess was like an office condo area. She decided, and she said, I was trying to live on my highest timeline. So she made it clear that she was not approachable, and she just went and closed out the office and told them why. She had other alternatives and made those work. Somebody else wrote in and was connecting to the transformation part of the story, and that's where we are today. And this was fully in the energy all day yesterday, and basically saying, hey, look, if you transform your life and you move from the shadow to the positive, at least what you're trying to do is be in the positive side, and our culture slams you down. And that's part of this whole thing we've been watching with the Gemini placements in the United States chart. And I know this is happening all over the world. This is really a British story, and she was British, and that's why it was connecting with her. But the whole Gemini thing around the world is just showing that we are a divided planet. And even some people will pick up right there, see, and carry out their side of the 2-division or 3-division story here, and it's everybody's filtering it through their own perceptions. Today's Sun trining Pluto gives us an opportunity to square up with deep issues. And Pluto rules that 8th house, and sex is part of the 8th house. So if all of that stuff from yesterday left you a little bit triggered, or even this conversation leaves you a little bit triggered, go into that. See what's there. See if there's something that wants to be healed, because as we look at the rest of this chart, it really is positioned for us to do some miraculous healing. You guys know sometimes I talk about the red-blue factor on the chart. That's not a political thing. It's on my chart, the red aspects are the hard aspects, the oppositions and squares, etc., and the blue aspects are the sextiles and trines. Well, there's more blue than red, and even there's a big blue grand trine right there in the middle of all of it that happens to have Chiron, Venus, and the moon as the 3 points of that triangle. There could not be a louder shout coming from this chart than to say, if there is an old wound in this area, today's a really good day to pull the scab off of it and try to see if you can get some antibiotic in there. And I am totally respecting these sexual advances kinds of wounds that so many, way too many, have experienced and felt. And I'm not going to even try to pretend as a male what it must be like. But I am going to try to point to a chart that is giving you a great big hug around this topic and trying to say that there are some healing factors here. And this is one of them, a big grand trine. And also, Neptune is in a sextile with Pluto, more signature of healing. And Neptune is in Pisces, so this is unpeeling those deceptions and coming to the real truth of all of these areas deeply in your own soul. Neptune is also in a sextile with Jupiter and Uranus, which are moving toward a conjunction. That will be next spring, but they are moving in that direction. Also, Uranus is in a trine with the Sun. It's separating, but it's still there. So there's more signature that says if you're willing to do the unexpected, if you're willing to go off the court a little bit, you can bring healing to this. Go with that Uranus in Taurus motif of the stability and the solidness of Venus, and Venus itself, relationships. And don't we all have some relationship scars buried up in our karma somewhere? And that's not exclusive to romantic relationships either. It can certainly be with parents, with children, with friends, etc. And one last trine in today's chart that I'll mention is Jupiter is trine to Mercury. What that says is that if you will mentally not only work through it in your soul, but work through it in your head. And Mercury is in its home sign of Virgo, the healer, in the healing sign. So here is a chart that basically is just first of all, great big hug from the universe with a subtle message in it that says if you have been wounded in this area or another area that comes up for you, that this process would be appropriate and about. We all have them, we all carry them, and we all are working on them. This is high timeline stuff. And if you were wondering where Saturn is on the list, well, it's in a trine too, to the south node. See, you can't get away from it, and the universe so wants to help us right now. So this is an energy that we can stay in for a few days. It's some good journal time. And don't forget the journal that we have available on sale through the weekend. I'll put that link in the show notes. I've got a great surprise for you on Sunday. I wanted to play some audio today. We'll do it tomorrow, but I interviewed Steve Forrest, and we're going to release that on Sunday. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. He talks about evolutionary astrology and learning astrology and applying astrology, and it's great. We'll get a sample tomorrow, okay? You guys have a good one. Thank you so much. I love you. Just consider it a great day to do some deep work.